I'm honored to speak on this occasion. Today, we celebrate not just the passing of time, but the resilience, innovation, and collaborative spirit that defines the world of franchising. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about 5 important things, including the benefits of franchising, preserving franchise value during difficult times, best ways to promote and market your franchise, tips for successful franchising, and anticipating the top franchise trends of 2024. That's right, the year is right around the corner, and we want to find out what we should be doing in the year to come. So first of all, let's talk about the benefits of franchising. You see, franchising allows entrepreneurs to adopt a proven and successful business model. The franchisor has already navigated the challenges of starting and establishing a business, providing a roadmap for franchisees to follow. One of the significant advantages of franchising is the instant recognition that comes with an established brand. Customers are more likely to trust and choose a well-known franchise over a new, untested business. Why is that? Because usually franchise systems offer comprehensive training programs and ongoing support to franchisees. Also, they benefit from economies of scale in areas such as bulk purchasing, marketing, and technology. These cost advantages are often passed on to franchisees, enhancing their profitability. Now, what about the importance of preserving the franchise value during difficult times? We've seen this a lot, especially recently. You see, during difficult times, the importance of preserving franchise value cannot be overstated. Custodians of renowned brands must be diligent in upholding the standards that define their businesses. So, what are some of the tips on how you can actually best preserve the value of your franchise network? Well, here it goes. Number 1, during challenging times, it's essential to find ways to embrace adaptability and innovation. Franchisors should stay ahead of the curve by identifying emerging trends and adjusting their business model accordingly. By offering new products or services and implementing efficient processes or exploring alternative revenue streams. And apart from that, nurturing strong relationships with your franchisees, employees, and customers is a vital step to preserving the value of your franchise. And more importantly, you have to ensure that your products, services, and customer experience consistently meet or exceed expectations. So what about marketing and branding? That's extremely important. Investing in effective marketing and branding strategies is crucial to preserve and enhance the value of your franchise, to develop a strong brand identity and communicate it consistently across all market channels. So what are some of the best ways to promote and market your franchise? Well, if you ask me, I would tell you that the power of a strong brand cannot be underestimated, but it must be complemented by strategic marketing efforts. So what are some of those things? Number 1, build your online presence. You see, guys, in today's fast-paced digital era, working on building a robust online presence has become imperative for businesses, with countless opportunities waiting to be unlocked on the World Wide Web. It is very important to employ a well-rounded approach that encompasses various tactics. Social media, local SEO, content and email marketing, and digital public relations, they're all your allies in this journey. Also, one other crucial aspect, of course, is the need to revamp or redo marketing materials. You see, franchisors must ensure that their promotional materials effectively highlight the benefits and advantages of joining their franchise system. Now, this might include creating eye-catching brochures, informative videos, and engaging websites that showcase the franchise's unique selling points and success stories. And of course, understanding the conversation between you and the customers would be extremely important because you have to know how they're feeling. Apart from that, you have to analyze every step of the buyer's journey, from initial interest to a final commitment. By understanding this whole process, the franchisors can identify and find potential obstacles and tailor the marketing strategies accordingly. Apart from that, you have to recognize the critically and extremely important aspect of franchisees, which is very paramount to the whole advertising campaign. You see, franchisees are the backbone of any franchise system, and their success directly impacts the overall triumph of that brand. So how do you do that? Very simple. You leverage your connections. By maximizing connections, you realize that that's actually an important part of the franchise marketing process. Franchisors should utilize their network of current franchisees, partners, and industry influencers to promote their franchise opportunities. Positive testimonials, endorsements, these are some of the ways they can actually enhance that. And finally, when it comes to franchising, just trying to, have those events and have them around all the time is a huge step forward. You see, active participation in these events is a powerful marketing tactic. Franchisors can show their offerings through booths, presentations, and networking, attracting potential franchisees. Why? Because now we're in this digital age. You're now watching us online, and the role of platforms like TOPFRANCHISE.com cannot be overstated. So let me now go on to give you a couple of tips for successful franchising before I invite some of our speakers to join you and to tell you how they could help you in this regard. First of all, we have to focus on adaptability. By embracing change and being flexible in the face of evolving market dynamics, that's where you actually have the ability to adapt, and it allows you to have longevity of your franchise. Communication is extremely important, especially when it's transparent and open, because that allows you to be in touch with the franchisees and it fosters trust and a sense of partnership. And of course, you want to stay ahead of industry trends and leverage technology to innovate within your business model. Innovation not only attracts customers, but also sets your franchise apart in a competitive market. And above all, you have to invest in the training and support of your franchisees. You have to have a very knowledgeable and empowered network that contribute to the overall success of the franchise. And finally, build some brand consistency and maintain that through brand messaging, quality, and customer experience. And of course, a cohesive brand identity would help you to build trust and loyalty among the consumers. Now, in the final part of my speech, before we move on to our speakers, I would like to offer some of the anticipations of the top franchise trends of 2024. So what do you think will be some of the best trends this year? Well, let's explore some of those right now. Number one, tech-infused customer experiences. You see, in 2024, franchises are anticipated to leverage cutting-edge technologies to enhance customer experiences, from augmented reality AR to other options like that. You will actually see customer satisfaction all across the board if you embrace that technology. Number two, sustainability as a core value. You see, guys, with environmental consciousness on the rise, franchises now are expected to embrace sustainability as a fundamental business value. So consumers now are increasingly making choices based on a company's commitment to eco-friendly practices. So in 2024, franchises may adopt sustainable sourcing, energy-efficient operations, and eco-conscious packaging, not only to attract environmentally conscious consumers, but also to make a positive contribution to the planet. The other point, of course, is virtual franchise models. You see, guys, the rise of remote work and virtual interactions has paved the way for the emergence of virtual franchise models. So in 2024, we can anticipate an increase in franchises operating predominantly online, offering virtual services and embracing digital platforms for customer engagement. And finally, we also believe that in 2024, collaboration will be the key to your success, with franchises exploring partnerships and co-branding initiatives. So this trend allows franchises to expand their reach, share resources, and tap into new customer bases. So this collaborative, endeavor and effort allows them to build businesses that might actually cooperate together, and it allows them to innovate product offerings and, of course, offer enhanced customer experiences. That's right. That's the landscape for 2024. But guess what? We have a lot of speakers here lined up trying to tell you exactly how we could get on this journey. And to get started, as always, I would like to start with our beloved Felix de Wit, who is actually one of our constant and top speakers of the Global Franchise Conference, who is the CEO at Shacklesoft Management and Consultancy BV. So, Felix, first of all, it's indeed a pleasure to have you with us for yet another Global Franchise Conference. It's really a pleasure to hear your ideas. It's been a while since our last one, which means you probably have some new information to offer our listeners and viewers about what are the current trends. So it's indeed, happy to have you with us. The stage is yours now, and we can't wait to see what you have to tell our viewers.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for your great introduction, and thank you for inviting me to be a speaker at this global franchise conference. Let me share my screen for a short presentation.
You can go ahead.
Moment. So my name is Felix de Wit. I'm from the Netherlands, and exactly today, 25 years ago, I joined the franchise industry by signing a master franchise agreement for the global real estate leader in the real estate industry, REMAX, based in the USA. At that time, I was country number 23, and they are now active in more than 100 countries. And it's really an incredible brand, and I worked there for 12 years, and it was a very good business. And why I wanted to join REMAX, why I started that brand, because I wanted to change the real estate industry. I owned a small real estate office in my country, but that was actually not a big company for me. I needed something more. And I want to be in business for myself, but not by myself. And that was the reason I chose for a franchise. The opportunity to build something for myself, but not by myself, just told you, and I'm a winner, and I always like to join the best, and that was the reason I compared some real estate brands, and I chose for this one. I made a growth during the first 10 years. I sold a lot of franchises, and you can see in the scratch that in 2008 we get a little crisis in the real estate industry. So I lost, unfortunately, I lost some franchises, but afterwards the company built it again. I sold my company in 2009, and I started my existing company because I loved the franchise industry, and my existing company is supporting international franchisors to expand their brand to Europe, but all over the world as well. And I'm worked close together since 2002 with TOPFRANCHISE.com, and it's an incredible lead generator for us, for franchisors. We get more than 5.5 million visitors on our platform per year. And this is actually wonderful. When I work for a franchisor, we use the platform to find potential franchisees for them. When you want to build a big business, you need a small focus. And what I see since 25 years in the franchise industry, all the entrepreneurs that are franchisors, they lose sometimes some focus. I always tell them, stay focused on building your network and hire an independent company to focus on the expansion. Don't lose track on your existing brand that you have at the moment. The 5 qualities of a successful franchisor that I know from my own experience, they succeeded in their own career before they start building a franchise. They know lots about the industry where they are working in. They are really brand champions, and they make it easy to access support. They are networkers as well. They listen to and respect franchisees. Daniel just told at the introduction, the franchisees are the backbone of a brand. I always say your franchisees are your most important assets as a franchisor. When you have a huge franchise organization, take care and support your franchisees in the best way, with marketing, with training, with technology, and with support. They are your ambassadors. They help you to let your network grow, that you sell more franchises in the industry. Our support packages that we can deliver to franchisors, we can build a European company for you, for example, in Germany, which is a great franchise country. We develop for you all the legal documents for master and unit franchises, and we build a franchise operations manual. These legal documents are all necessary by for example, the franchise law in Europe. And we sell the first master for you as a flagship unit. So that means when you build your brand in a master franchise, that means that you give the rights for a territory, for example, for a country, to one party, and they will take care for the growth of your brand in that particular territory. The franchisors we are working for active at this date is an incredible brasserie cafe brand Saya from Dubai. We work for Soulbird Korean Food and based in London, and we work for an incredible sport franchise repos space from London. And you see on the right side, Duck and Dry. That's the company we are going to work for starting in January. And we have an incredible brand, Get Energy. When you talk about sustainability, then you have to talk with me about Get Energy. In Saya Brasserie, we focused a lot of time in the 2023, and we sold one master for them in Libya. And we actually sold 2 units, one in Los Angeles, USA, and one in London, United Kingdom. People can be divided into 3 groups. These are some sheets from my training that I use to train franchisees from the brands I'm working for. We have those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who ask what happened. You will figure out that your potential franchisees belongs to the first group, those who make things happen, not the guys that want to see what happens around them. Don't just stand there, do something. There's an incredible time of the year to think about what's going on in the 2024. You have to take action right now. Especially in the franchise industry, there's an incredible market for expansion opportunities, especially in Europe, Africa, and Asia, and the United Arab Emirates. That's an incredible part of the globe where franchise is booming business at the moment. Once again, this is the company I work very close together with, TOPFRANCHISE.com. Our lead generator, 5.5 million visitors we had in 2022, and we are growing every single month with new ads from new franchisors, and your potential franchisees will find you through our portal. So far, my short presentation. I thank you very much for your attention, and when you got questions or need more information, please contact the portal and we will help you with all the answers that you need.
Fantastic job, as always. Very well said. Now, Felix, before I let you go, we agreed on the importance of franchisees and the fact that they're a backbone of any franchise system. So you mentioned this is very important. So how do we actually go about and realize this in our actual franchising experience? So how do we take care of that aspect? Do you have any tips for the audience on how they can actually take care of the franchisees?
You have to treat them real like customers. What I see in the franchise industry, that there's a hierarchy going on. Don't do that. Your franchisees, they are going around with your brand in their market. They build a business from your brand, and they help you to let your brand expand in their territories and in their countries and in their local towns. So treat them like friends of you. They have confidence in you. They support you. They paid an initial franchise fee to you. Treat them in the right way. Don't treat them as employees. They are not employees. They are ambassadors. And that's the most important tip I want to share with the audience for the new year, 2024.
Great tip. Do not treat them like employees, but ambassadors, because they are not really your employees. Amazing tip. And thank you very much, Felix. In advance, we'd like to wish you an amazing new year ahead. And it was indeed an honor to have you once again with our conference.
Once again, thank you, Daniel. Thank you.
Have a good one. Now I'm going to move on to our next speaker today, which is Marcin Pawlowski, the founder and CEO at I2D Real Estate LLC. He's now with us to describe exactly what we should be doing in order to make the most of your franchising experience. So, Marcin, are you with us? If so, you can please join in and begin your presentation. You can turn on the audio. That's right. And first of all, it's indeed a pleasure to have you with us for the first time on our conference, Marcin. And now we wait for a presentation to go ahead and tell our audience about franchising in 2024.
1 second. Can you hear me?
Sure. You're loud and clear.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. I am a very pleasure to join the first time on the on your conference. I'm just trying to find the presentation. So just give me a second. So just before, I would like to tell you about my franchise experience, like previous experience building the biggest franchise network in Poland of the brokers, leasing brokers. Can you see my presentation now?
Of course, you can go ahead and we see it.
Yeah. So before I started this business, I was managing for over 5 years. I was building from the scratch to 100 branches, brokers of leasing people. So I found for over 3 years over 100 people in Poland. So we entered then into the Warsaw Stock Exchange. So after the COVID, the situation was different. The business went to the online market. So I decided to build a similar concept for the real estate property. So our company was started in Dubai in 2022. So we are a registered real estate brokers at the moment. Just want to say you, just to give you the overview about the situation about Dubai. At the moment, Dubai, as my previous colleague said, that is one of the best place for the business. So it's ranked at the countries where a lot of people coming to do the business. At the moment, I can see Dubai is one of the, if you be in the Dubai, is one of the safest city in the world, also for females. So if somebody were in Dubai, United Emirates, see that everything situation is very stable. Political situation is very secure on the streets. You can do your business in a very secure way. Dubai is at the moment ranked of one of the most countries when you can when rich people are coming, so moving the money, moving the business. So they see the United Emirates as a very secure country. So at the moment, like in population in Dubai is 3.6. It's expanding every year about 10%. So a lot of people stay coming and wants to move their business and life to Dubai. Most visitors, like in Dubai now, is people from population from India, Saudi Arabia, UK, Russia, Oman, USA, China, and Germany. So this is the most people who are coming. About the real estate properties, at the moment, after the pandemic, we can see the increasing the value of the real estate sales. So basically, after 2020, now we are going to the very peak of this. At the moment, the prices of the property are not growing so fast. That the market is stabilized, so it's good because you can find a lot of affordable properties for people around the world. At the moment, like in this year, Dubai developed more than 80,000 properties. So just give you a little bit statistic, and the price range, most of the properties in Dubai range, the transactions range about 1 million dirhams to 1 or below 2 million dirhams. So the property is affordable. Most of the people who are buying now in Dubai is people ranging in age, it's about 36, 40 years old. About Invest to Dubai concept, the objective of this project is to build the international network of the specialist real estate brokers, but not inside Dubai, not inside the United States Emirates, because we didn't want to compete inside the country. So at the moment in Dubai, they're working over 14,000 brokers. So, but what I can show from my country, from Poland, there was when I wanted to buy the apartment or open the company in Dubai, there was no formal any business entity when you can go and ask someone who can help you to go through the process. So I needed to find the information through Facebook, YouTube. So the objective is to have these people outside the country. So what are we looking for at the moment is as a franchise profile. So looking for the educated, motivated salespeople who have some maybe experience in the real estate industry all over the world. Want to be a licensed Dubai real estate brokers, so we can provide this just in 2 or 3 weeks. People who don't want to move permanently to Dubai, just they want to live in their country, but they don't want to move like for the longer time. So and also for the people who don't want to just give the customer to the brokers in Dubai, and because in our concept, our franchisees will be registered brokers, so they will able to complete the transaction from A to Z. So they will be dealing with the customer through all the process. So there will be not the situation where franchise will send the client to one of the brokers in Dubai, and they don't have the future control over the process. So this is our important. So in this situation, our franchise offer provides for every franchise the UAE visa. So it's a working visa. So in parallel with the contracts, our agent will be directly employed with our companies. So we enable us to provide the Emirates ID, which will be able to pass the exams, and be the professional real estate brokers. So, after that, so we have some success like at the moment. So we complete the first training for the Polish agents in September, just a few months ago. So we are after the first training, which took place in September. So we have a very nice training with the Real Estate Innovation Institute. We met with a lot of developers. So this is the people who want to be connected with Dubai, United Emirates, but they want to have a knowledge. They want to be experts, but they want to do the business in their country, in the homeland country. At the moment, we have we signed a contract with over 9 developers, key developers from Dubai. They are very selected about the size, about the credibility, about the number of projects. So for the franchise perspective, what we can provide, we provide the opportunity for the franchise to earn up to the legal maximum commission, like for the secondary market is the 20% of the commission from the secondary market from the transaction price. Is the 7%, usually up to 7% on the primary market. This is the properties under construction, and the contribution in the commission from our franchise is at the moment is 95%. So for our franchise, we develop the kind of very nice spreadsheet, so they can see in every 2 weeks we update status of all the projects. At the moment, we have over 100 projects, so all our franchise can check the status of each projects of the developer, the completion start, the completion, when they are going to finish these projects, what is the percentage, so we can see what the project are canceled or postponed maybe, so they can see all the pictures. So we're also working with one of the biggest mortgage broker in Haspi, so our franchise will be able to provide the mortgage solutions for the investors from the country. So because the Emirates Bank, they can provide the mortgages for the non-residents. So if the investors living in Germany or United States, Poland, Russia, whatever, they can provide a mortgage solution to buy the apartments in Dubai. The average price, as you can see, it's going about 1.5 million dirhams. So what is important, the dirhams are on the fixed rate to dollars. So $1 is 3.6 dirhams. So there is not so much risk about the currency exchange. At the moment, I want to show I don't have so much time. Give you some example of what the franchise can earn. I will be focusing on the primary markets. So selling like a basic project for like $264,000, about 5%. So the commissions are for franchises 12,000 USD. Going to the little bit expensive projects, say you have $757,000. About 4% is the base standard commission. Our franchise commission will be about $28,000. You're going to Shoba, one of the biggest developer, so we have a property for $660,000. So about 5% commission, they can earn about $31,000 for one transaction.
Very nice. Great info so far, actually. I got to say, I found this to be quite relevant. And I'm a huge fan of, basically investing in Dubai. And you offer a lot of great points. We don't have much time, unfortunately. Just one very quick question about Dubai investment. So when they invest in franchises, basically in Dubai, are they supposed to pay any taxes for that? Or do you think it's tax-free for most investors?
Buying the investment properties are tax-free. So the investor don't pay the taxes for the renting. So if you have an income from the rent, you don't pay the taxes. And if you say and if you buy for say $1 million apartment, and you will sell for $2 million a few years later, so you don't pay the the taxes from your profit. You
Amazing.
pay the basic fee. Yeah, the basic fee. The main fee is the 4%. When you're buying the property, you pay 4% of the transaction price. This is the only the fee you pay to the for the government. So at the moment is you don't pay taxes from the income from your properties.
Fantastic.
So and what is important also for a lot of investors, that if you buy the property at the minimum 750,000 dirhams, you will get the 2 years resident visa to United Arab Emirates. So you don't have to travel on your tourist visa. So you can be just as a citizen of the United Arab Emirates. So it's about
Great.
750.
I agree completely, Marcin, about the benefits of investment in Dubai. You clearly showed our audience how important it is to invest in Dubai, to take advantage of all the offers, the tax breaks, residency, and so on and so forth. And we'd really like to thank you for your presentation. And hopefully our audience will get in touch with you in case they had further questions. Thank you very much for your presentation. And
it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Luck. Very nice. I'm now move on to our next speaker, Dr. Shirehag. From Finalit franchise, and he's a shareholder, and hopefully would like to hear more about what basically he has to tell us about his presentation. So do you hear us right now? How is the connection? If you can hear us.
Hi, I'm Klaus. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but we can't see you. So
I tried to start my video, but it explains me.
Oh, fantastic. You're now in the car right now. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm on a business trip between Vienna and Prague. You know Prague? Czech Republic.
Of course, I've been to both cities, very lovely places, and it's good to have you with us right now. So I would like to ask you, Dr. Shirehag, to go ahead and give us your ideas about franchising in the coming year. We'd be glad to hear what you have to offer.
Thank you very much. Is it possible to get the information about the audience who is following us today? Are there some people who are interested, or who are the people today on the video?
Our audience is primarily made up of franchisors, franchisees, and those who are somehow considering to join the game of franchising. Basically, we've had a lot of offers from various sectors of the economy. And of course, now that the economies are showing even more interest in franchising, a lot of reviewers want to find out whether or not it is for them and whether they should get involved with the game of franchising.
I see. Thank you very much. I will not use your time. I will be very quick. Finally, it's stone care. It's the name is very easy and simple to understand. My wife, she started with the stone mains business. It's really the basis for the business. And of course, the corresponding services available in 22 countries. And we, of course, now we also established a franchise system in Germany and in the Czech Republic and in Switzerland. And of course, we will go on with this franchise system. Our products are of very high quality. Everybody tells you that his products are in high quality, but you can look in internet, what's the references, and then you will see that's not only a promise, that's really a reality, that the products really works really very well. And of course, it's also used for UNESCO buildings. You see the basis, it's not German, it's Austria, Vienna. The business is very close to Vienna. And that's, you see also the core market. And of course, we also work in Greece because there's a good partner of us in this area and a good partner in Australia and in Canada, in some regions of Canada. Also, the franchise is established now, but of course, we will go on and widen the business. Our mission to become the world market leader for stone and ceramic care by continuous system improvement. And of course, for us, it's very important to have a good company basis and a good relationship to our contract partners. We are not lawyers, we are businessmen and women. And so the focus is the business and not the contract, and to be really reliable and I think we're very good partners. You can also ask in Germany. 40 years of experience, never give up, very good technology, breathable production in Austria. That's also the focus of high quality premium products and some additional advantages. So, documented history, clear vision, distinct positioning, personality, identity, and the USP is it's a powerful product which are very usable and well placed in the market. It's really the basic. We start there where other companies stop with to try to repair and to clean it. They would refurbish it, and we can clean it. Reliable, independent, authentic. So now some pictures to see what the products and the experienced workers can do. Left, of course, the old. On the right hand side, always the new situation, how it looks afterwards. And so you see it's if you do work some hours and days on these areas, and then it's not comparable. It's really a very good product. References, you see, finally it also worked on the pyramids on the Diana Memorial Foundation in Singapore, in this very famous hotel, and also on the Acropolis. St. Peter's Basilica, of course, the 11th Memorial in New York. If you ask in the cruise ship, what to do in the cruise ship, of course, a lot of the washing rooms are done with stones, and so that's a very important place to clean it and to clean it professional. And also, finally, it worked in Petra in Jordanian. Parliament of Austria, Airport Schangol, Vienna Hotel in Schönbrunn, if you come to Vienna. And of course, also in private objects, it's also possible to clean it and to make a very good and clean service. The franchise concept, the potential market leader, clear indirect business model, successful pilot job, development of a successful team, and we look for independent entrepreneurs who should be salesmen. That's the most important one and the focus. And of course, for the franchise fee, they get the mutual support and the international network to exchange what you can do better and which product to use and to make a good business. The margins are high. The benefits for the business partners, easy to learn, independent, part of I cannot see it because part of a structure, territorial projects, discount of products, and big target and a network. That's the big benefits. Then there are 7 different levels. There's a master for example, Germany, the master is in Munich, and there are some local franchises, entrepreneur focused on, but I think you know this. If you work in the franchise system, you understand the difference between the master and the regional, the local franchisees. And so we can shorten it up. Of course, the service, business coaching, marketing, videos, the website, training, software. You need the software for the products and for the calculations. It's ready to start, simple to integrate. So now I think it's almost the final slide. There are some master pillars: the pilot service, the franchise network, and the sale of the products. Those are the most income turnover basis. You make stones come alive. You work independently for yourself. You lead a successful and motivated team. You operate a lucrative business. That's the situation. If there's any question, also for detail, you can send an email, and I will give you, I think it's also available, my email address, and then you sign the NDA, and then we can send also the business conditions. But you see that's my contact dates, and the slides are available in the company where you work, and you can send it. And I hope you are fine with this. Daniel, is this fine for you?
And it was a great presentation. Just a quick question I have, because Your franchise is officially registered in Vienna. You're basically headquartered in Vienna, and you mentioned something about Munich as well. So I would like to ask about the type of international investors you've already dealt with. In which other nations has basically your company been active apart from Austria and Germany?
At the moment, we are active in the whole of Europe, but with own employees. And that's not so successful because we look for local people, because the market in Paris, for example, is a very good market. Of course, from time to time, we're there and work there. But if we could find a local partner, a franchisee, then he could work even better on this market. So that's the reason we work in the whole of Europe. And as you have seen from the references, all over the world for very special buildings. But to really get the market for the local ones, it's even better if they are local people, of course, because they speak the local language, and then they can make more turnover.
Fantastic. So you recommend this type of franchising experience mainly to the European investors?
It's also, I think it's possible also for example, in China, it could be really make sense. It's in even those countries helpful where stones are used as building materials. Also of course, in Abu Dhabi, and maybe it's very young. If the buildings are older, then it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But our products are also used after finishing the new stone areas, and then you can clean this also. But the typical countries are those where stones are used a lot.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for a presentation, Klaus. Very well done. And I'm pretty sure we'll be in touch to discuss further.
And my email, you have my email. If there's any question, don't hesitate to send it.
For sure. Thank you very much for a presentation, and wish you a business trip. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Okay, now I'll move on to our next speaker today. Walter Vendel, the founder and CEO of Fit20 Group BV, is now with us to describe what he thinks will lead to successful franchising. Walter, a pleasure to have you. Can you hear us? And if so, you can go ahead with your speech and presentation.
Yes, thank you, Daniel. I think you would present a presentation for me. I think that was the idea, but
sure, we'll be doing it right away.
That's it. So thank you, first of all, Daniel, for the opportunity to tell a little bit about Fit20. I'm the founder, and we're all about getting and keeping people fit in only 20 minutes a week. And we're a totally vision and mission-driven company. So we're active since 2009, and you can see here our presence. We've got 153 studios, busy with the next few, active in 13 countries, and we crossed the 20,000 member mark some time ago. For next year, things look very good again, since COVID was, of course, not so good, but now you can see that people are looking forward. And the whole health and fitness industry is very vibrant and active again. Some of the countries already mentioned we're looking to as well, like Saudi, Dubai, and but also India, Australia, Canada. So there's many opportunities for us. Fit20 is a full franchise brand, and that means that we take for our franchisees the complete studio, the whole outfit. Everything is taken care of. So that's a very consistent, uniform presentation worldwide. So whether you enter a studio in New York, or whether you walk into a studio in the UK or in Germany, it makes no difference. It's directly recognizable. So you can see how we take care of that for the franchisee. It's like stepping on a running train. So you saved a lot of time in the startup phase of your business. Now, our target audience in terms of the members, so I've got a couple of slides. First of all, our target audience is the people who are actually 40-plus-year-old. A lot of the health and fitness industry is looking to the young kids, but we are looking to the people actually needed. One of the things we always say is your body looks after you till you're about 40 years old. But when you turn 40, you have to look after your body the rest of your life. So it's the second half. You should take care of it. And what our typical target audience wants is convenience. So, for example, you don't even have to change clothes because the studios are air conditioned. You move in slow motion. You don't sweat, and yet you have a result in only 20 minutes, appointment only, full attention, supervised trainings by an expert trainer. Now, our typical members, 40-plus-year-old busy professionals or business owners, or people who are retired and want to stay fit and lead a productive life, they want measurable results. So we have our own software which shows them the progress they've made and how to translate to daily activities. So, for example, people always say when you get stronger, everything gets easier. It's a little bit like adding horsepower to a car. It gets easier to take another car over, to run up the stairs, not being out of breath. So the convenience of not having to change or take a shower, not sporting bag, it's appointment only, because many people want to do something, but they don't stick to it because it's too hard to find the discipline. But if you have a system that includes an appointment, there is always this positive sort of stick that keeps you to it. And that's the thing that counts, because whatever method you use to stay physically fit, the key to success is in keep doing it. And that's the thing that Fit20 guarantees. And you can do it together with your colleague or friend or partner. It's quiet and private. And another thing which is important is that members, it was already said in the introduction earlier on today, tech-infused things are very important. So from our philosophy, it's human first, but tech forward. So we train our members with a member screen in front of them so they can see exactly where they are in the exercise. And afterwards, when they've done well, they get confetti, and we give them quality score. So they get direct feedback, which is very important for the endorphins in the brain, that you affirm positive behavior, and that strengthens people's ability to train very well next time, and that guarantees their progress. So we have, like the speakers before me, we've got proposition at 2 levels. One is the franchise level and franchisee for local studio, and we have a national country proposition. At the franchisee proposition, it's actually starts as a one-man, one-woman business. So it's a small investment relatively, about 100,000 euros, includes everything: start fee, outfit, marketing budget, running costs before you break even. Everything is included in the 100,000, and you can scale it as your membership grows. So you only add a team member to your studio when you can pay for it, and it's sustainable. Fit20 is not a hype, we're not a fashion, it's here to stay. We already do it for 14 years and we're growing, so it's here to stay. Our typical target audience is not so hype sensitive, people after the age of 40. If you do a good job for them, they will be the most loyal members you can wish for. So typically we have a lot of coverage in the Netherlands, where we started with 120 studios, and then we're not even half filled. So it's a huge potential for many countries. And we take people by the hand, and when they do well, they can start second studio. Now, for the masters, for a country, one of the things we've learned the hard way is that it's very important to structure the whole process from the onboarding onwards, so that people know exactly what they're in for, and that they exactly know what they can expect. So you don't have surprises near the finish line, but you eliminate those. So it looks always, for someone who's looking at Fit20, like a little bit of a wild trip. Well, what can I expect? You don't know. It's full of question marks. But one of the things we both offer our franchisees and our masters is comfort from, for you it's new, but we know exactly where you're going, and it's exciting, and we're going to do this together. And so they know exactly where they are from the startup process after signing the NDA towards signing the MFA contract, and how they're going to multiply Fit20 studios in their particular country. We take them by the hand, and the visual helps them to get it. And once they signed and once they're opening up, we also take them along in what we call the master franchise owner process. And we do the same at the level for the franchisee. There's a franchisee process. It's again in a visual infographic, always speaks to people, they can get it. And then they also know when they need to do what, so it's not overwhelming. And step by step, they can actually build and expand their operation and build it into a very successful business. I'll spare you the details for today because you already hear a great deal. But I think this is how I wanted to share with you a little bit about the Fit20 opportunity. And on fit20.com, of course, you can find out everything about it. I'm always willing to speak to you.
Fantastic.
So,
great presentation, Walter. Pretty nice. Just a quick question one of our audience asked was about the feasibility of training sports and fitness business. One of the biggest issues they had was with what just happened in the pandemics and the fact that when there's any health crisis, the first thing they shut down are the gyms and so on. But at this very moment, the world really has started to take this concept of fitness and health very seriously. What do you think about the sustainability of these types of businesses? And more importantly, how could franchisors and franchisees somehow find ways to make this business more profitable? Does it matter where it is basically located? Does it matter what type of extra services they offer, or whether it's a 24/7 type of gym or just a, perhaps a typical, 9 to 9 type of gym? What are your thoughts about making this profitable and specifically sustainable for most of our investors?
Okay, well, that's wrote up a lot of questions in one, Daniel, but I'll try to answer some of them. I think the outlook in the health and fitness industry is excellent because people are more health conscious due to COVID. And we live in the West in an aging population. And even in Africa, there's an aging population. So you get more and more a shift towards having more and more elderly people. And those elderly people don't want to be passive and wait to die. No, they want to live a vibrant life. Now, what does that take? A healthy functioning body. Now, what we see is the healthcare systems are going to get overloaded. If you look to the NHS system in the UK, for example, or even in the Netherlands, where we have one of the best systems in the world, by 2030, it will be overwhelmed. And people will increasingly become aware that you need to look after your own health. It is your responsibility. So you're born with a body, you need to look after it. Just like people look after their car. You need to look after your body, but most people are not, wanting to spend 3, 4, 5 times a week in a gym. So they'd like to do other things as well, which they really have a passion for. That can be golf or gardening or walking, cycling, whatever. But what people do need is strength. And what people don't know is if you want to do one thing, if that sticks from today, if you want to live long and healthy, make sure you stay strong, physically strong. Keep your muscle mass and your muscle strength high. But after the age of 25, you lose 1% of your body strength per year. That's a little bit of a sniper, that's creeping up on you. And by the time you're 75, you're at half strength of 25 if you don't do anything. And most people, they don't do a structured strength training that they keep doing. They say, yeah, I was very strong when I was young. No, you need to be strong when you get old. So we help people to do that. So I think that is really sustainable. It has an excellent outlook.
And I think what makes this business very special is that it's tailored towards the people, above 40. So that's actually a very unique, basically market, and makes this, brand extremely popular for a lot of our investors who might be worried about the sustainability. But this is really aimed for those who truly need it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Walter. Great presentation. And we look forward to actually seeing you in our future conferences. Indeed, a pleasure to have you on board.
Thank you, Daniel.
Have a good one. All right, now I'll move on to our next speaker. Has been here many times. One of our most favorite speakers, Jigar Doriwala, the CEO at Tenacious. And he's now here with us today to describe what he thinks should be done for the year 2024 and how to take it to the next level. Jigar, it's indeed a pleasure to have you one more time with us for yet another conference. The stage is yours, and we can't wait to hear what you have to share with our audience.
Great. Can you see me?
Sure, we do. But now there's a camera problem here. So it says, maybe there's a presentation going on here, but we can't.
Now can you see me?
Yes, of course.
Great. So would you like me to give a presentation on the current model which I have for a food charm ordering system?
Exactly, of course. You can actually go with your presentation as prepared for this conference.
Okay. So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Not yet. Here it is. So are you able to see my screen now? Yep.
We can see the screen, yes.
So in the we started with you guys with in the year 2021, and we had a great response. So now we are giving partner program for our food ordering system, and today I'm going to show how people can make up to $10,000 per month in passive income with our food charm ordering system. So what are the current problems currently most of the restaurants face? They mostly don't have a website or an ordering system or a digital marketing presence. And most of the restaurant owners doesn't have the money which needs to be invested in marketing, like online ordering, table reservation, and website. So what we do, we allow everybody to use the delivery companies for delivery, but FoodChow will focus on helping restaurants in increasing their retail footfalls, which mostly was 70 to 80% of their core business before all these Uber Eats and all this delivery portal get started. So they are paying very high commission, anywhere between 25 to 35% currently on all the delivery orders. So we empower this restaurant, why? Because with their existing business, they are not able to access customers' details like email address or phone number. Also, if the customer wants to connect directly to the restaurant owners to place a party orders or have any questions, they can't connect with the restaurants directly. Plus, a lot of restaurants doesn't have any method to keep track of their sales, get feedback of the customers, and they can't even run any coupons and offers. So what we did, we made a solution, FoodChow, and we are allowing this solution to be partnered with anyone across the world who are interested in providing the same technology and solution which we took around 5 years in development in their existing country. So the advantage they will have a ready-made solution to acquire clients straight away. Partnership and white label model. That means they can work with us or they can white label the whole program website on their on their own name. That means it's a win-win solution for the customers, partners, and even the hospitality business owners. We allow the white label model in such a way that they can put their own pricing, but we can have our own IT infrastructure. Plus, we would like to collaborate with resellers or partner with other people who have a limited budget. And we have a complete solution. That means we have a point of sale system, marketplace, website, customer ordering app on both Android, iPhone, and Windows platform. We provide full training and support plus marketing. And as you see, we have multiple solutions, which is online ordering, point of sale system, restaurant notification app, customer app for iPhone and Android, super admin panel, partner panel, offer menu, and much more. It's a very big system which we have developed in last 5 years. These are some of the features which we have out of many. Like they can upload their menu through an Excel, combo deals, pre-orders, payment gateway integration, takeaway, delivery, in-store orders, toppings, create your own item, digital menu, QR code ordering through takeaway and dine-in. They can run real-time offers during off-peak hours. Now, these are the specific solution problems which most of dine-in restaurant face. That means, a waiter goes over and takes manual orders. There is no option to pre-book the table. And sometimes waiters are needed to be, more waiters are needed when the restaurant is very huge or very big. So what our unique solution does for the dining orders, each and every table will have a QR code scanner. People will scan and they can just place order from their own table. So what will happen, rather than having four waiters in a restaurant to take orders, they can now manage with two waiters, which can save them a lot of cost. Also, we allow the feature where people can pre-book meals and table as well. And so it reduces the ordering time in placing the order. What about takeaway business? So most of people currently take orders over the phone, and then there is no shows. Then the payment they have to collect in cash. During peak hours, the phones are busy, so that would be a chance to loss of customers as well. So what our solution does, we provide a complete digital and ordering menu where they can select and place an order. They can also collect the payment. So there is no, even if they don't come, they have collect the money securely. So it's a win-win for customers as well and restaurant owners as well, because the order can be processed 24/7. And same about delivery. So currently people who have their own drivers, they take orders over the phone. So our process will automate that process, and even they will get a GPS point, so the driver will know where to go exactly. And for repeat customers, they don't have to enter the address every time they are ordering. The address and everything will be saved, so the ordering process will be a lot quicker. Plus, we provide marketing. So as our system helps them in building the customer's database through acquiring email and phone number, with this same system, the restaurant owners will be able to run coupons and real-time offers during off-peak time by offering flat discount to the potential customers. So what they are doing is they are increasing their business during off-peak hours. And billing. So for operations, many restaurants does not have a huge budget to spend on POS hardware, and most of them only works on Windows platform. And there are very limited point of sale system which works on smartphone. And most point of sale system doesn't have all the features required by the restaurants. Whereas Foodchow POS have a complete solution which is online and contactless ordering. We provide white label solution, and the reseller can brand the whole point of sale system on their name and set their own price. And we have available on multiple platforms like Android, iOS, Windows platform, mobile, tablet, and desktop compatibility. It's a one-stop solution for all business owners without risk and a 100% money back guarantee. So when you're approaching a restaurant owners, you can give them a 100% money back guarantee as well. And they can go online without the cost, any cost. How? We have two business models. They can pay per sale or they can pay per month with guaranteed returns. And our solution can work as a white label on their restaurant website if they have one, for online ordering, table reservation, coupons, contactless, and in-store. So these are the value proposition for restaurants. Why? What's the advantage for them? They can go online without upfront cost. They are able to secure customer database. They can take control of their own customer data. It's 100% risk-free, pay per lead or pay per sale model, and marketing as well. For customers, they are able to find more restaurants in their area and browse, which is good, which is not. And they are able to get good deals and coupons. So they will visit our portal and marketplace more. And they are able to connect directly for making reservation, catering orders, or place an order. For customers, again, this is why they are joining us. Now, this is the market currently. So white label service providers, Gloria Food is one of the leading provider as well. They have 8,000 plus customers. Lime3 have 3,500 plus. Odal has 3,000 plus. And the marketplace like Zomato have 1 million plus restaurants onboarded. Yelp has more than 48,000. OpenTable has more than 43,000 restaurants. Now, this is our ideal customer, someone who is into hospitality business and want to save thousands of dollars in wages by implementing the contactless ordering system for customer satisfaction, which will result in increase in productivity, automation, and customer database for marketing. Restaurant owners who already deliver in nearby areas but do not have their own technology, because we are giving them. QSR chains have multiple outlets but do not use any online ordering for website or mobile app. And businesses which accept takeaways, table reservation, pre-orders, and catering orders without the use of technology, because we can give them the technology. Food tech startups who wants to have their own white label ordering system, we provide them as well as a complete backend solution. And pizza shops and chains who would like to allow the customers to make pizza on their own, like Pizza Hut and Domino's. So this is a product. We have a website and app and a marketplace as well. A complete solution, a complete branded solution for restaurants. Can be used for single outlet, multiple outlets, or food tech startups. People can make money because they are able to collect the full money with payment gateway, and we are allowed to charge monthly or pay per sale. Again, why Foodchow? Own promotion. You are promoting your own product and advertising. That's why restaurant will like to join us. There is no risk for the restaurant. They have a pay per success-based business model. That means they will only pay $1 per transaction, and this $1 per transaction can be paid by the customer. That means that this solution is 100% free for restaurant owners, and the money which the customer pays, it gets instantly credited into their Stripe or PayPal payment gateway. So these are a couple of customers who have joined us, and this is what the testimonial says. They have all the positive feedback. 24 karat sweets were able to start exporting sweets to United States as well after they have implemented our system. And 8848 Momos House, they are based out of Melbourne. They are mostly getting almost 300 to 400 orders every month after implementing Foodchow, and they have reduced their wait staff as well after implementing it, because on all their tables they have put a QR code, so they don't need one person to take online orders, and that's almost savings of $20 to $25 an hour. So almost $1,000 per month they are able to save. So we have two type of partnership model. One is a food chain partnership and second is white label. So this way you anybody can get an exclusive right for one whole country with the same brand, which is foodchain.com, or in the partnership model. And if they want a separate brand, we can do that as well on a white label model. So they will get a complete website like foodchain.com in the white label model, and they can set up their own pricing and whatever they want. In both cases, they will get their own subdomain. When they sell it to the restaurant owners, the restaurants will get their subdomain, and that's completely free as well. And in the partnership model, we will integrate the whole portal with the local payment gateway. And if the businesses or company do well, they have the full rights to sell that business as well, which will create more assets. And the best part is anybody who's interested in this, they can test drive this working product and see if it's going to work in that country and do the market research. So this is a model. We are assuming that you're going to charge $30 to $60 per month in a monthly basis, or on a yearly $300 to $600 per month. Remember, if you buy an exclusive right for a country, we can change this pricing model just for you. And another paper transaction is like we can charge $1 a transaction. If you are in UAE, you can charge maybe 1 dirham, whatever you want. We are very flexible with the business model, which you want to implement in your own country. We have already integrated with Stripe, Razorpay, Flutterwave, and we can integrate with any payment gateway because we have a very strong technical team. Now, if you go for two models, either fixed model or paper model, this chart shows how you can make up to $10,000 per month. So the model over here says the fixed price model shows if you sign up 100 to 200 restaurants in like 100 days, which is one restaurant a day, and you're giving out for a 30 days free trial to try it out. And if you're charging $30 to $60 per month, the revenue which you will make is $3,000 to $12,000 per month as food chow. When you sign up 100 restaurants at $30 per month, or you sign up 200 restaurants at $60 per month, whatever model you select, the revenue numbers will change over here. And after that, you earn 50% out of it. So this will be your recurring revenue once you have these restaurants on board. And remember, once these restaurants have on board, you are not actively working. So mostly you are generating passive income after that. And paper transaction is you getting 100 to 200 restaurants on board. Each restaurant is doing at least 5 to 10 transactions per day. So 150 to 300 transactions per month. Then you will have a revenue of around $15,000 to $60,000 per month. If you consider 100 restaurants at 150 or 200 restaurants at 300, you can put this number and see what you think will be the right number in your country. And then the profit will, as you see, you can make anywhere between $7,500 to $30,000 per month in recurring income by only signing up 100 to 200 restaurants. So it's only 4 to 6 months of hard work, and then you will be able to generate passive income. Now, if you don't want to share this profit, you can sign up with a white label model. So we can rebrand everything on your name, and you have to do all the marketing, but you keep 100% of the revenue. We look after the technology. Now, this is our competitive advantage. All the major competitors, they charge anywhere between $100 to $129, and Golden Fruit is the cheapest, $49 per month. But remember, they don't have many features which we have, which is dine-in offers, marketplace, point of sale system. FoodCharm has all of it. So that's what makes it us unique when you compare with other competitors. So we'll skip this part. So this is what you get, and difference between the two models. 50-50 partnership, exclusive rights to one country, 2 dedicated sales professionals and account manager to help you get 100 to 200 restaurants in the first 4 to 6 months. We'll provide all the marketing material, sales material, training, payment integration, on-site visit to your country as well. So me or somebody else will come to your visit and provide all the training you need to onboard restaurants. And you can sell all the FoodCharm products on exclusive basis and even upon resellers in your country. And yeah, once you have 200 restaurants, we will allow you to be on auto mode. And if you go for the white label, mostly you get 100% of all the revenue, full technical support for 90 days. And then the support cost can be anywhere between $300 to $900 per month, depending what modules you have selected out of the product. You get the full control of the product, but you don't get the source code. And yeah, you will get the white label of marketplace, customer Android and iPhone app, and restaurant Android and iPhone app to get notification. You won't be getting a lot of marketing support because you have to build all the marketing collateral. So yeah, if you have any interest, anytime to start your own portal and earn that income, please connect with me. This is a couple of my websites and my phone number and my email address to get connected. And yeah, Daniel, now you can ask me,
of course,
because
it's a great
I want to
model.
tell you that I have had a very good experience with Top Franchise. We have got a lot of quality leads from United States, and I'm with you from last 3 years, and we have grown a lot after joining you.
It's indeed a pleasure to have you on board. And I love this model, basically. And I wanted to ask you just one quick question, and that was about your innovative payment solution. So you have, unlike your competitors, an additional payment option of pay per transaction. So in the food and beverage businesses, as well as restaurant businesses, how popular do you think it is among, your current customers? Do they mainly opt for the monthly fee, or they pay, per transaction? Which one, as of now, is more popular?
So currently we were on monthly fee. The pay per transaction we are releasing now, because we realize it that a lot of restaurant owners who doesn't want to even pay per month because they are not sure even they're going to get 30 transactions. We tell them, okay, why don't you just remove everything, get all the system for free. And if you think it's not working, don't worry, you got the digital menu and you can only pay if we give you a transaction or you don't pay us. So that's what we have thought, and we have come up with this solution, and we are going to launch this in next, we have launched this and we got a couple of clients who are interested in, but some of the clients, they think they're going to get 100 or 200 transaction easily. So they will go for the monthly option. So we still provide both options together.
Fantastic. Very nice. Indeed, a pleasure to have you yet again with us in this amazing conference, and wish you success with your amazing startup. So thank you very much. And it's indeed a pleasure. Now I'll move on to our next speaker, Alex de Wit, founder and CEO of Global Franchise Exchange and World Properties International, joining us from New York. It's indeed a pleasure to have you, Alex, with us. You can now go ahead and begin your presentation.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing?
Fantastic. And we hear you.
Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely fine.
All right. Am I able to share my screen here, or?
Yep, we have the screen.
Let me just go back here for a sec. Okay. Share my desktop. All right. How's everybody doing? Thank you, Daniel, for that. I appreciate that. Love working with Top Franchise. Vasil it does an amazing job with the Top Franchise. Obviously, lots of things, are always evolving and changing in the market. And, I like to talk to that point, but I'm Alex de Wit, Franchise Exchange CEO and founder. I've been in franchising for about 30 plus years, built franchise companies from scratch and sold them, worked for some of the largest franchisors on the executive side for REMAX, Edible Arrangements, and some of the other larger players that are in the market. What I do now is help brands expand throughout the world, and I've established partnerships with in-country partners that have the experience, that have been masters themselves, are masters, are business developers, not just this per se consulting heading, but have built brands and grown them in their countries, and now are sharing their experience and helping, advising, and guiding. So it's a lot different. We've all built companies and expanded companies, which I think is instrumental, because I know when brands come from the Middle East, or we help brands from Asia that expand here into the United States, there's a completely different market. Just like if I'm building a brand in Asia or the Middle East. So one of our latest companies that we built over the past 5 years was a Korean company that we franchised called RoboThink. They came 5 years ago, franchised the business. Right now, we're sitting at 30 countries, 150 locations, really super model. that allows, that's everything has changed here in this world. AI, STEM, robotics has changed completely. And RoboThink has, is that franchise that educates kids, where kids come in, they build robots, they code robots, and they get to play with them. And infused in that curriculum is STEM, robotics, AI. And the nice thing, especially here in America, America is, 2023, if we look at 2023 from a solid market, consumers still spending, but development costs, build out costs here in America, real estate, anything that requires a footprint has slowed down drastically. The costs have gone up greatly. The franchisee or the potential investors in the business, inflation has kicked in, so interest rates are fairly high. So, right now the outlook here in America for this business, it's strong market, but we're looking at a market that, the consumer really hasn't stopped spending. And, I think 2024 is going to be that year where the consumer taps out. They've spent all on their credit card. They've spent all of the COVID money. Any relief that they've received is gone. And, although we have not, and we're starting to see that a little bit, I think, that market right now, from the consumer side is definitely going to impact in 2024. I think that might be the story. So, where the opportunity here is in the States is in especially STEM, extremely hot, robotics, coding, AI. Q4 of last year of 2022, as everybody knows, unless you've been living under a rock, ChatGPT, Bard launched. America, Asia, Middle East was very quick to understand prior to this even happening that this was going to be explosive and needed. But that changed here in America. And anywhere you look, anywhere you put on Fox Business, CNBC, Good Morning America, Today Show, everybody is talking about AI, robotics. I mean, we're starting to see it starting to replace jobs. So it's extremely strong. And the Americans have gone from, thinking this is some futuristic thing that will happen in the future to, oh, wow, this is happening now. And what happens now is the parents are demanding to the schools that they want this type of education. Well, the problem is the school's budgets and resources are not there. So the schools can't pivot, can't hire, and it leaves this incredible void and demand in the market. And the beauty of a STEM and robotic type of program with the kids is you can bring the class to the brands that I think are the best in the industry, RoboThink and Bricks for Kids, two brands that I work very closely with, two brands that were expanded very well throughout the world. Bricks for Kids, 12 years in the business, 500 plus locations throughout the world. I feel very strongly about both of these brands because, they have positioned themselves in a great position to really meet the demand and the need of what's happening in the market around the world. And here in the States, they're able to grow and penetrate the market through this sort of grassroots marketing strategy without a physical location. So going into the schools, after school programs, in-school programs, summer camp workshops, the demand here with the parents we've seen off the charts with RoboThink and Bricks for Kids and the STEMs and the robotics. So a huge opportunity. Doesn't involve a lot of cost for build out. There is no build out. You can start with a brick and mortar. You don't have to start with a brick and mortar. But you can, the beauty of it is it's a mobile business. So you can bring it into the classes. You can bring it to the libraries, to the YMCAs. It doesn't require a huge amount of staffing, right? You build out a restaurant, you're looking to grow a restaurant, you're looking at a business. The real estate construction aspect of building out something is a 12 to 16 month lag, with supplies, materials, contractors being behind. The cost of materials have gone up drastically. You're looking at $250,000, $500,000, build out costs. This is something where you can immediately penetrate the market in this education space, and it really has taken off, exploded, especially in the STEM and the robotics. So we're extremely excited about it. But how do we pivot and look at that? I think the opportunity here in America is, if you have businesses, it'll never change. America is the mecca of franchising. Anything and everything we have here is franchise. We go out to the gas station, it's franchise. We go to watch our sports team, it's franchise. We go to the store, usually franchise. Food, everything. We are home of franchising. We've got a senior problem where individuals are turning 65 years old, 10,000 a day are turning 65 and are retiring early, but not wanting to leave the workforce, wanting to get into some type of business ownership. So franchising has boomed, tremendously over the past 15, 20, 25 years. And, there's a tremendous opportunity. It's well received, well accepted here, and an incredible opportunity for foreign brands, the right foreign brands. And, the right foreign brands, the approach to America is, maybe it's a different approach than selling a master or selling the States or trying to open up your own corporate location because all of the legal issues. Maybe it's partnering with an established partner that has built an Orange Theory, 10, 20 multi-unit Orange Theories, or McDonald's, align with those. That's a lot of what we're seeing right now, is bringing together. We've got a pool of investors that are looking for something bigger than just single unit, multi-units here in America. They want to partner with innovative brands that want to expand into the United States, leverage their experience, but they're not going to pay for it. They're not going to pay $250,000, $300,000, $40,000, $50,000. Well, let's peel that back. If they don't pay for it, you're getting and buying into somebody that's experienced, that has that, capability to grow and develop and become your in-country partner. So definitely a strategy, I think, should definitely be considered. I mean, if you've got a business that is a little bit more along the lines of a larger footprint and build out, it's going to be tougher. It's, consumer-driven demand type of businesses, very saturated. But innovative businesses, STEM, kids related, sports related, there's a huge opportunity if we don't have to do a build out. And there are a lot of investors, multi-unit operators, McDonald's operators, Subway operators, guys that are looking for something much bigger to expand within the United States and use their experience to grow through, in the country. And it's a win-win situation for a brand. So we've got a lot of those investors. I mean, this is a call to anybody that's out there. If you have a brand, run it by me. I'd love to align and partner you with experienced franchise builders here in this country that can take your brand, understand the market, and grow it here. It doesn't always necessarily have to be this upfront cost and sale, or you going yourself and building out your own corporate location and testing the market. There's other avenues and a lot of experience here in this country of guys looking to partner with foreign brands and grow them here in the United States. So that's I know I'm limited to 10 minutes, so I'll just end there. Daniel.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Alex, for your great presentation. Just a quick point. So you mentioned that 2024 will be marked, with higher inflation, lower disposable income, and of course, let us not forget about the uncertainties regarding the upcoming election. So in this situation, what are the best franchise solutions in the U.S. despite all the, aforementioned? And more importantly, should foreign investors consider bringing their franchises in the U.S., or do you recommend buying American franchises already available?
Yeah, I mean, I think, one of the best right now is what, I just mentioned, the RoboThinks, the Bricks for Kids, the STEM education, robotics, coding, AI, those brands that have been established here in the United States for a long time. They're fantastic brands. They don't require a build out of real estate because you're bringing the class, right? So that's a hurdle here in the States. It doesn't require that build out because when you're borrowing money here in the States, it's costly right now, right? So that then is your pool of buyers, just like here in the real estate market. We've got an issue with the real estate market because the interest rates have gone up. It is, shrunk the pool of buyers for houses here in the States. Same exact thing with purchase of businesses or franchises. Interest rates have gone up. It scared a lot of individuals. It maybe has pushed them out. So businesses that don't require a physical footprint, that you like a STEM, and are huge, high demand. I mean, the demand for STEM related coding, robotics, AI is off the charts right now. It's probably 2023, 2024 going to be the hottest franchises that are here in the States. So always, and there's room. I mean, the demand is real. Bricks for Kids, RoboThink is just a couple of the players. There's Snapology, Code for Ninjas. But I'm always looking for some really strong kids education brands, anything that's in this sector, because we're pretty much sold out with a lot of territories here in America and throughout the world with these type of kids businesses. And as far as the the election and whatnot, it should be a pretty interesting year. To see how that plays out, the economy, and there's a lot of variables that unknowns that are playing into this market here in the States that should be interesting.
Fantastic. And one final question was about the location. So the U.S. is, of course, a very large country, and the real estate, rentals, purchasing, they're all quite different state to state. You're stationed in New York City. Do you recommend perhaps the investors to consider perhaps renting in other cities? How about perhaps moving to Kansas City instead of New York City, for example? Do you recommend them to perhaps find other locations that might not be as expensive in case they want to expand in the U.S.?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely, the Northeast is the toughest market to break into. New Yorkers are the hardest, toughest people to accept new concepts. They don't jump in. Normally brands will grow from California and then, west to east. Problem with California, it is outrageously priced as far as the cost of doing business. Lots of businesses are moving out of there. Florida is 100% definitely a market. But if I were a brand and I was looking to penetrate the market and come into the market, I'd be looking at Texas. I'd be looking at Arizona. I'd be looking at South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. Those are the top. Stay away from the Northeast, stay away from out West, California. Very costly. Highly litigated. It's just not business friendly. I wouldn't even go near some of those states because it's just, the U.S. is going through something right now, right? I mean, there's a lot of changes and things that are happening. So there are markets that are exploding and there are markets that are imploding. There are people that are moving to states and there are people that are moving out of states tremendously. But from a real estate standpoint and build out, I always advise my clients on, those states that I just mentioned and staying away. But that's, understanding the market, understanding the leases and understanding the labor market, all comes into play in things that we assist companies with.
Thank you very much, Alex. Another great presentation, and that's it. So wish you luck.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure.
Have a good one. All right. And that's all the time we have for today. Ladies and gentlemen, a great franchising conference today that we had, and you heard our speakers. Now you understand why it is important to take this moment to start investing in franchising. Why? Because as you've been told, people are now somehow skeptical of startups and new businesses. They want to do things that they've always done. They want to trust the brands they already know. And franchising is indeed the future of business ownership. And of course, that is why today we try to help you guys understand why it is important. Now, if you want to find out more, check out TOPFRANCHISE.com. We have a huge catalog of amazing franchises from around the world that you can actually join us. You heard our speakers. We will later share all their contact information for you guys to contact. But please do understand that 2024, despite all the uncertainty, will be the year of franchising. Believe me, when there's uncertainty, franchising shines even more. So that's all the time we have for. Wish you all, the investors and the viewers, a fantastic day or night ahead, depending on your time zone. And this is all the time we have for. My name is Daniel Mulligan, and this was the Global Franchise Conference. Have a good one.